Okay, guys, welcome. What we're doing today is diamond that will, rotate with a loop, and that loop will look like this endless loop that will be like an asset. It's an asset for games. You can use it on After Effects, you can use it on Premiere Pro, you can use it on Final Cut, you can use it on any editing software, CapCut. You can use it on any smartphone video editing app. You can use it on Mac, you can use it on Windows, you can use it on Chrome, you can use it on Linux. And our purpose of doing this is actually to build game. Our purpose for doing this is to make it an asset seamless across all platforms: games, video editing, visual effects, and all. Welcome to Cinema 4D. So we are making a diamond. So the first thing, this will take you through some of the tools you are going to be using. The UI, that's the user's interface. You get used to know the panels, what to do and what not to do. What I will simply advise is always focus on what you are doing first. Just make that one happen, then you can do something else later. For now, it's diamond and it's diamond alone. Let's go. First, the tool. This is R2020. For the latest version, R2023 and upwards, most of these tools are somewhere here. You will have the bars for the new latest one. The other thing is this rendering, they are somewhere here for the new one. So as we go along, I'll be jumping from the interface, explaining and moving forward. So to get the tool for the diamond, you come to cube somewhere here or somewhere here for the latest one. Click and hold. You see, you open it up. Platonic is what we need. Platonic, click on platonic, and it drops to your view. So this is your perspective view, a view that you can render. This is the view you render out for other people to see. But these other ones are views you use to work. The top view, the front view, the right view. These views are here to assist you to get the accurate, position of your object or of your character or of your environment. Whichever one you are building, that is right. This is top. This is front. You can zoom this out. This is icon to zoom in and zoom out. This one is to position. This is rotation. You don't need most of the tools on this view. You need it somewhere here. But we'll come to that, because you don't just shape it or move it as you will. It has to be purposeful. You have to know what you're doing. As I said, just focus on doing this diamond and you will get things right. The next thing is, let us put a color to it. To put a color to it, I have this panel here. For 2020, this is where they put the panel for color. And color on this program, we call it material or texture. Color, texture, shader, material, they are almost the same thing. For the latest one is somewhere here. You can click. If you can't see this, click window and you see material manager. You see it's material manager, but it's texture. So click on it, it opens this, or you open it up for you. So you go create. So now to create, all we are looking for, I think they've upgraded the program. So you need to keep tab. You need to really focus and follow through on the progress and the updates. First is to look for shader. If you can't find shader, you see material or new material, or you see texture. All you're looking for is this list. You find this list. If you check here, you find something else. Well, I want you to look for this list. Shader or material. Banji is what we need. Banji, click on Banji, and Banji drops here. Now that Banji is here, we need to slow down now. This thing is getting more interesting. So slow down. Keep your phone away from you. Don't let anybody distract you. You need all your focus, and you need to be very observant. This icon looks glassy is a material for glass, texture for glass, shader for glass. So all you need, take it, drop it on the object you created, and it will be looking like this. And this panel, if you check, it appears here now, and this is a panel for objects. All your objects appears here, and any object you select, the setting of the object appears here. So if you want to set this one furthermore, you can do the settings, the coordinates, the object itself, the radius, the segment, the type. You have more type, but we're not going into that. We'll just stay with this. Now that we have this and we have that, let us preview, because this is an editing view, which is called editor's view. Now let's see the view that you render out, what you show people, what you're going to use for your presentation, or what you're going to actually use as your asset. Here you can preview that. Preview, and you see this. You see this, and you are good. But it's still too, let's say, basic. Let's add more life to this diamond. So to add life to it, select, and for the new version, as I said, this is somewhere here. So this is for preview. Yes, I'm coming back to the tool. I can expand this more from there. You see that tool? Expand the view, so you are on your main view. You can go and go back to the other views. If I want to see this right view, it's just to expand it. Expand, you save that. You want to go back to all the view, you do that. You want to expand the front view, you come here, you expand. You want to go back, you click on that. And that is how to move around. The workflow is simply like that. You move around and so that you can position your object properly. The next thing is to add light. For 2020 is somewhere here, you click. For 2023, and the light is somewhere here. Once you stay on any object or any icon, it actually gives you the notification of what that is. This is instance, this is subdivision, this is pen, that's cube. Cube contains, then check out this dark arrow there. You click on it and hold, it opens up other options. So we drop light, that light is there. Let's review again. It's not too much, but let's do something more. Add one more light. This light we added is right at the center of the diamond, and you can see that is a light. That's the green and the red arrows, signifies the axis, the y and x axis, simply the here too. But this blue is actually like the z axis. Let's go. One light, you click another light again, second light. This second light, you can see the application is taking tab and listing and naming the objects. Please make sure you name your object appropriately. This light here, I'm going to push out, and when you push out, you see somewhere here, you can see some reflection. Then you position it. You can zoom out with the wheel of your mouse. As I usually say, you need a mouse. For this work, you need a mouse. You need a strong system and you need a mouse. Core i7 as system is like the minimum. Core i7, 16 gig RAM, and from 500 gig, hard drive. You still need external hard drive. So you can position it somewhere diagonal like this at this angle. You can see that is our object, and we put our light somewhere here. Somewhere here, yes, the light is okay. Then we go to the inner one, go back to the inner one, and try to shape it. But before then, the most important part, save. Ctrl S. Ctrl S on your keyboard, or you come to File and click Save. Always create a folder that your work will stay in. Create a folder that your work will stay in. Create a folder that your work will stay in. So I'm going to create like a folder assets. I have that assets. Then I want something Ijebu-Ode, which I think I've done before. I can click on it. It will bring this. Then I can add one. It's still okay. Or I rename it completely. I'm not going to rename this because I still have a lot to do. I think I will still have diamond 1, 2, 3 and on, or change it with color, red diamond, blue diamond. For easy identification, I would rather do Ade 1 and say okay. Save. You save. Let's preview again. It's looking like this. Yeah, not bad. Then go to the lights, just like without number. That one is the one in between the diamond. And come to the settings down here. Visible lights is still in none. Select, go to volumetric, click. If you check, you see that there is a spherical frame around it. Let's do that again. If you say none, it's gone. If you say volumetric, it's there. And if you can't see it, the setting is somewhere. Filter this. If you check it, uncheck, you have that. If you put it back, you have that. I think we should leave it this way and try to reduce it just to match the diamond. I think this will be fine like that. Preview, and yes, it's okay. If you make it big and preview, you see the way it is. It's too much. The glow is too much, and that is like the volume. Yes, I think it's okay like this. Looking more like a diamond like this. Let's make it more real to add color. And this is the light. Don't mix everything up here. If you select this, you have the same settings. Or if you are observant enough and keep track, if you keep track of what you're doing, you see this has volumetric, this other one doesn't have anything. So click volumetric, the color is here. Let's change it. I like something between blue and green. Yeah, like that. Say okay. And now you see even the frame has taken the color off that you've set. And preview. Yeah, looking not bad, but I think it's too dark. So I can move to the light a bit. Yeah, let me move into the light more. Yes, I like this. You can expand the view just to take over the monitor and see everything here. This is bad. This is not bad. This is not bad. So let's go back. Please continue to save. Control S, file, save, Control S. If you have these icons, fine. If you don't have, don't let us bother ourselves. Just use your Control S and let's move on. We're almost be done with this. Now that we have that, is to set the view, set the camera properly so that we'll know what will render out. Because if this renders out, you won't enjoy the view. We want a loop, so it has to have a certain position. So what we need is to add camera. Come to camera if you're using 2020, and if you're using the latest, camera is somewhere here. There's a bar somewhere here. Just click on camera. So I'm going to do this. Camera, and camera is right there. This camera has a setting, so the setting is down here. But because it's new, it's not used. Just like our normal camera, you buy it, you not use it. To use it, to activate it, you need to click on this icon here. Click on it and it will take effect. So anything you do to the camera now, and you can see the camera here, that's like if you grab it, the more you move it and shape it and position it, it affects your view. You see, it's affecting this view, it's not affecting here. It means this perspective view, as I said, is your render view, is the view you're going to render out. Take note of that. First is to set the coordinates. Everything goes to 0. Everything goes to 0 except for the scale. This 0, 0, except for this scale, no. Position PPP 0, 0, scale 1, 1, 1, 1, rotation 0, 0, 0, 0, and press enter. You see it back to this view, meaning your camera is right, that camera is right at the middle of the diamond. Here, the side view, you can see the side view, you can see the shape of the camera. This view, the front view, you won't be able to see the shape of the camera, but you can see from the top. So all we need to do is to move it out. Mind you, we are selecting it. Anything selected, you can see, is in orange color. Could be dark orange, it could be, bright orange, orangish color, dark yellow color. That is what anything selected. So you can select the camera, move it back, and I think this view is not bad. This view is not bad. Check the coordinates. That's like -2, 3. So let's say 2, 3, 5 inches. If you have any other SI unit, you can do, see what this program is good about is if I say 1000 100 cm, it will do 100 cm, but it will convert it to inches, but we have made it inches. So I'm going to do my 2, 3, 5, and I'm okay. -235. You can do that too to yours, and it is there. Let's preview. Yes, this is looking more like it. Another thing we need to set now is the total view, the perimeter of this object, the diamond. If you check, the diamond is in squarish mode. Imagine a human being. Human being is in like a rectangular form. So you need to have the knowledge of this perimeter of an anatomy or perimeter of an object. Try to put that in consideration when you are designing assets. When you are doing any design, we talk about the principle of design. Put that to effect, put that to use, then you will know that you are going towards professionalism. Anybody in the world that pick up your design will know that the person that handled this thing, in fact, they might even dismiss your work to be from AI, because it will be so good, they would never believe human being born of human could do this. They'll be thinking a machine born of human will do that for you. So the perimeter of this object is squarish. You can see the circle round, and circle actually goes into a square, or a square go into a circle. Let's go and size this perimeter to square. And how do you do that? You do that on this part of the icon, this edit render setting. To edit it is this. For the latest version is somewhere here. Just look for it. If you can hover on it with your mouse, it will give you this notification. Click on it and you are ready to go. Now that it is here, you see what we have. This is selected, and it means that is the view. This is selected. That is, if you select this, it will be that view. But let's select this. Or if you have new one, stay on it. Make sure you select it and this is checked. Then you can start from output. Output is going to be square, and it's 1920 1080. If your lock ratio is locked, you can unlock it. I'm going to put this to 1080 1080 1080 by 1080, and you see that the screen has changed. It's now squarish. This side is lighter than this side, so this is actually your margin. The square is your margin. You're good. Here change to all frame. If it's in current frame, make it all frame and you're good. You will still need to adjust this. I know when you start, yours might be 90, but make sure you make it 140. So you can do that now. If it's 90, make it 140. It was 90 before, I made it 140, and I've set my program to always go to 140 for me every time I open it, and it will do that. So if you see, if you do 80, it comes to 80 here. So 140 is 140 there, and I'm good. Output is okay. So you go to save. Save is the next thing. Save, make sure save is checked. Save is checked here too. Then you can look for the location. You must set a location where this will be rendered, where this will go to when you save as output, when you export. Export, output, render, almost the same thing. You always need to keep track of what you're doing, then you know exactly where you are. Whether you're exporting, where you are, whether you are doing output, whether you are rendering. So let's go, click there, and it can take you to where you now need to render your work. I have one diamond already. Now I'm going to create a new folder and say diamond dash Ijebu-Ode. This is the new one I want to do. I'm going to copy this because I need it, because you need to now go into the folder now. Now we are inside the folder, and you see the file name is still this. No, select that and say paste. So the folder reads the same files that will be inside. I say save. That is done there. Format PNG. If it's still in TIF, make it PNG. Depth, let's make the depth 16 bits. Name, leave every other thing. Alpha channel might be unchecked. Check it, and once you check it, you are okay, you are good to go. The next thing is just this, anti-aliasing. This, I think you should get closer to understand this. Anti-aliasing is making things very smooth and very real. So when it is in geometry, it's geometry. When it is in non, make it best. Best, then make it 2 by 2 by, like that. This will be very, very good. This will be it will take more time to render, but it will come out very clean. Global illumination, if you have strong machine, you can bring it up. How do you bring it? To bring it is to come here, effect, you see global illumination. Once you bring it, just leave, don't do any setting, just leave it like that. Global illumination, leave it and leave. Let's go to preview. You can stay here. Another beauty of this program, as I'm on this window, I can still go to my work, be checking whether everything looks nice, and if it looks nice, I think I'm okay. All the setting is done. Let's go over it again. Output 1080 by 1080 square. You might need another dimension size, use it, and try to lock so you won't make any mistake. All frames for all, everything the same. Save, do all these settings. Multipass, leave it. Anti-aliasing, best 2 by 2, 4 by 4. Option, leave it. Stereoscopic, leave it like that. Rendering theme, leave it like that. Material, leave it like that. We had global illumination, leave it like that, and we are done. Save, cancel and save. Then preview again. Good. What is left is to position this properly so this space won't be too much. All you need to do is grab your camera and push it forward. But first, make sure you have 0, 0, 0, 0 all over. Then the z-axis is what you adjust only. So push it in. I think at this level. I can see here -1, so I can make it -120 inches, and I think this will serve us. This will serve us. Now I can see that the glow is too much. Now I can see the glow is too much, so I can reduce the glow a bit. This is the glow. So see, now I need to name, and I want to see your project file. If you let me make this glow, let me say this one feel light. So I know this is glow now. Every time I can reduce it a bit. Yes, I think I like that. I just reduce a bit. When you are done with this, all you need to do now is to rotate. Rotating this, your timeline, very important. Check this out. This is the timeline you work with on Cinema 4D. It's not like Premiere Pro, but watch it. Select your object, the object you want to rotate. You have to put keyframe. So because you're going to mess with it with keyframe, I will recommend you copy and paste. Take note, always copy and paste an object before you start to put keyframe. Because once you add keyframe to it, it's difficult. It becomes more difficult, more work for you to now clean the keyframe and delete and just delete, copy, paste. It's no more than that. Applying this, work with this. Select auto keyframe if it's auto keyframe on your own. If it's not on your own, this is it. Read the caption. Auto keying, automatic keyframing. That is it. Select it. Go to the beginning. Click record active object. That's the keyframe. Click. You have that. You go to the end. Click end here. If this is too short, you can expand it to the end. You can mess with this, but as I said, get a mouse and your life will be more better. Now that your play end is at the end, click another keyframe, to insert a keyframe. If you note nothing was there before, once you click keyframe, it appears. Now that it appears, you are good. Make sure you are still on your active platonic. Come to the coordinates. All we need to do is a rotation, the H part of the rotation, and instead of 360 as I usually say, just do 359. That one will go in depth later to explain. If you move down, you see that the object is already rotating, but it won't rotate properly if you play. Now it plays this way. Is slow and steady, and something that is slowing and pacing. No, we want the pace to be constant. So if you want the pace to be constant, select this keyframe, this setting, click here, take linear, select the beginning to keyframe. You see it's still in spline. Take and change to linear. You can see that snap already. If you play it now, it goes into a loop. With constant motion, and that is what we want to achieve. Now the next thing to do, first deactivate this. Second, save. Control S. Always save. Once you are done with this, the next thing is to render. How do you render? It's simple. You've done the settings. All these settings are done. The next thing is this icon here. Don't click too much, just one click and it will start rendering. But let us look into what you have down here, because you have that black arrow. So click and hold to open it up. You see, all these are useful, but what you will need to do now, what you want to do is simply render to picture viewer. Click on it and you start rendering into the folder you created. And this will take some time, but you will enjoy it by the time it's done. All you need to do now, leave your system, let it rest, go offline if you are online. Don't do anything with this system for the rest of the time it will work. I'll meet you at the end of the class. I'll meet you at the end of the rendering. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. This is what I rendered. You can see it. Let's play it. Check out the view. This diamond looks pretty. You can change the color. You can do anything you want to it later. But see it now, the way it is. From here, you can load the folder you save this on, and you can use it on anywhere. Photoshop, Premiere Pro. After Effects, Unity, Unreal Engine, just as an asset, and you will like it. You can create more materials, you can change the color, you can, in fact, do yours and let me know what program you are going to be using these assets on. Then I will believe you've actually achieved something, and that is a sign of progress. That is what I'm looking for. Send me a message, send me comments, let's know. Thank you for watching.